No, I ask because I've been trying to find out, and I can't find any information on it. He used to give press conferences every day during COVID, and then now he's gone. What is he doing? Do you know? Because I can't find nothing. He's doing nothing? That's an interesting approach. It's a really interesting one. I'll be honest, man, I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. Because he was promised as the person who would bring consistency, right? I didn't know it would be like consistent load shedding. And it's crazy when you think of how it began. You know, when Cyril became president, South Africans were ecstatic. It reverberated around the world. Newspapers would report, is this the turning point for South Africa? People in the streets here were so happy. They called it Ramaphoria. Remember that? They said it was Ramaphoria. I saw him in Cape Town walking along the promenade. People were cheering for him. He was taking pictures with babies. And then now, you come back a few years later, those babies are deleting their pictures. I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country's ever had. Honestly, I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country has ever had. Not the worst president, not the worst president, the most disappointing president. There's a difference. There's a difference, yeah. Because we all know who the worst president was. Yeah. Hendrik Verwoerd. But Cyril is the most disappointing. The reason I say disappointing is because disappointment lives in the gap between expectation and reality. Cyril came in at the highest level of expectation. And now we're sitting here in a reality that's so far from what we expected. You know? Whereas with Zuma, say what you want about Zuma. Say what you want about Jacob Zuma. We weren't disappointed. We were shocked, but we weren't disappointed. Because remember, guys, that guy came in with a shower. Don't forget that, eh? He kicked things off with a shower, so no one can be like, oh, I can't believe what happened. Hey. From the very beginning, we were like, okay, this guy's coming with action and personality, eh? From the very get-go, Zuma came in with a shower. He came in dancing and smiling. We were like, all right, this is what we're going to be in for a ride. And that's exactly what we got. That's exactly what we just didn't expect that degree, you know? If you think of it this way, it's like South Africa is a car. If you think of South Africa like a car, the president is the person driving that car. We're all the passengers. You know, we're there, we're paying for the petrol, we're paying for the maintenance, all of it, and the president's driving. You know, and when Zuma came in, we could see, hey man, this guy, you know, it's gonna be interesting. You know, and he came in there, I'm ready to drive. And everyone there was like, Jacob, are you drunk? And he was like, no, I'm wasted. And he got in that car and he drove it like it's never been driven before. He crashed into everything. He broke every speed limit. At some point, he started selling the parts to the Guptas. Take the battery, we don't need it. And then finally, South Africans had enough. Jacob got kicked out of the car. We were all looking at it there, barely surviving. And then we're like, who's the next driver gonna be? Who can drive this car next? And the DA was like, we can drive. And we're like, we're not ready yet. Yeah, it's too soon. Cyril, are you gonna drive? And Cyril was like, yes, I can drive the car. And we're like, wait, Cyril, are you drunk? And Cyril was like, no, I don't even drink. And we were like, oh, wow, okay. All right, here you go. And he got in the car. But what we didn't know is that he only had a learner's license. Because he sat in that driver's seat, he put his seatbelt on, he looked down and he was like, whoa, it's a manual. It looks like we're gonna learn together. Because I'm sorry, man, I just feel like sometimes Cyril he just lacks conviction. You know, that's what it is. I think that's what a lot of people feel. It feels like he lacks conviction. He'll come out and be like, I'm gonna fight corruption, I'm gonna fight it. And it's like, are you fighting it though? You know, it doesn't feel like you fight. Like if you're gonna fight corruption, fight corruption. And if you're gonna be corrupt, be corrupt. You know, just lukewarm. Like even his scandal, even Phala Phala, what was that? Huh? What kind of scandal was that? Guys, come on, man. What kind of scandal? Not nuclear weapons, you know? Not giant contract, no. Buffalo. Buffalo. Guys, do you understand how my friends in America roasted me when that story came out? That was a tough day in my life. When the newspapers overseas said South Africa, they said South Africa's president in trouble for buffalo. My friends loved it. Came up to me in the office, they're like, dude, Trevor, so you guys have buffalo scandals in South Africa? I was like, yeah, it's not like a normal. He's like, dude, you have buffalo scandals? Dude, like what is there like a thing out there? You guys like love buffalo? I was like, no, we don't just love buffalo. Dude, you love buffalo. South Africans just, you love buffalo. You guys probably have like buffalo in your money. I was like, no, we, That scandal was terrible. Phala Phala, what was that? They found 11 million rand. They said that Cyril had 11 million rands worth of dollars in his couch. In his couch. What kind of couch was that? It must have been an L shape, eh? 11 million rands worth of dollars in cash. And then the office of the presidency said he didn't know. He didn't know. So he's never dropped the remote. Not even once, just like, hey son, yo! I don't know what was worse, the scandal or the way the office of the presidency responded to South Africans about the scandal. It was insulting at times, right? At first they were like, this is completely normal. There's nothing to see here. Completely normal. What are you talking about? They're like, yeah, no, you can have some money in your couch. Yeah, maybe 7 rand, guys. Then they went on to say, South Africans must calm down. Cyril just has other businesses that he also does. Other businesses. I don't know about you, but I'm not comfortable hearing that my president has side hustles. You're the president of a country. Why are you doing anything else? It's not like you need spare time. There's no electricity. What do you mean you're doing other things? Are you kidding me? That doesn't make me feel safe. Guys, if I'm on a flight, the last thing I want to see is the pilot coming out of the cockpit like, yeah, Nick next. Nick next. Beacon bites, mama. Beacon bites. Nick next. I'm like, yo, why aren't you flying the plane? You never know, Baba. Backup plan. Are you kidding me? They're like, Cyril has many jobs. How many jobs? Are we just gonna find out by surprise? Huh? One day I'm gonna open my Uber app and I'll just see Cyril is on the way. You're like, this guy takes Tumamina seriously, eh? That whole scandal, man, all of it. The load shedding and Cyril and but I'll still choose this country. I still choose South Africa every day. I'll tell you that now. Tell you that now. Sometimes people will say to me, they'll be like, oh, Trev, you lucky, you got out. Oh, you got out, bro, you're lucky. First of all, I didn't get out. You make it sound like I escaped. I left to go and work. I always come back. People go like, you got out, right? You got out. Make it like I was in the plane, like, go, they're coming. Don't let them see me. Go. I love this country. I love South Africa more than anything in the world. It's in my bones. It's in the way I was raised. It's in the languages I speak. And I'll be honest, nothing makes me sadder than the way some people talk about the country. I don't judge them, by the way, because I understand. But, like sometimes people will walk up to me and they think it's going to be like something we'll share. They'll be like, Trevor, South Africa it's terrible. It's the worst country in the world. Huh? Trevor, this country is rubbish. It's the worst. It's terrible. There's nothing worse than this.